Hey, what's going on everyone? This is Tito back with another video, and today in this video I'm gonna be trying out the Windows 11, and of course I'm not gonna be trying out on the main PC that I have, and I'm gonna be trying out on the old PC that I have right over there close to my bed. So if you haven't seen a video on my bedside PC, you can check out the card right over there on the top left. And I would say for this process, yes, you need to download the Windows 11, and I'm not going to link you that because this is a leaked build. So either you have to find it yourself, or you can download the Windows 11's leaked ISO by searching yourself. And here I have used Rufus, that is to convert a pen drive to a bootable device. So yeah, you need to use Rufus. You just go to the Rufus website, and with that you can just double click on the Rufus installation file, and after that you plug in your pen drive to your PC. Then just select the ISO file that you have downloaded for Windows 11, whatever you have downloaded, and there you just select that and click start. Then you just flash it on this drive. Then from this drive you can install it to other PC. So right now I'm gonna be explaining my experience of installing the Windows 11 and using it, of course. So yeah, let's begin. Okay, so this is how my other PC looks like. It has a i5 7th gen and pretty basic specs pretty much. So as you can see, it is running on Windows 10, and yeah, it is a pretty normal PC. You can use it normally. But yeah, on this particular PC, I'm gonna be installing the Windows 11. So first, I'm gonna be plugging in this USB. So let's just use the front panel, and here I'm gonna just go restart, and I'm gonna press delete and F2 on the keyboard to get into the BIOS menu. So we are into the BIOS settings now, and here I'm gonna go into the peripherals over here. You might be finding this in the advanced or security settings for your motherboard. I have this Intel Platform Trust technology, and I will enable that from here. And make sure if you have a AMD CPU, here it will show AMD FTPM over here. So yeah, just enable that. So once you have enabled this Intel Platform Trust technology or the AMD FTPM, make sure you enable that, and now just go to save and exit and make sure you save that. And now as we are booted into the Windows, so I'm gonna hit Windows plus R button for run, and here I have typed tpm.msc. Now I'm gonna press enter to see the TPM status of my PC. So as you are noticing from up close, the TPM version for me is 2.0. So that means it should support the Windows 11. Windows 11 actually needs this TPM support version 2.0. And for this you have to enable that Intel Platform Trust or the AMD FTPM kind of thing from BIOS. So make sure you do that. So here I have inserted the pen drive with bootable Windows 11, and right now I'm gonna just reboot the PC. So right now I'm gonna boot into the boot menu. So for that I'm pressing F12 because my motherboard has boot menu on F12. So let's just keep pressing F12 for the boot menu, and here as you are noticing, it shows this UEFI Kingston over here. So this is the pen drive I am using over here. I'm gonna click that. All right, so it shows me this Windows setup wizard as you're noticing. So all the things I'll keep it like this, and I'll click next. Let's hit install now, and here I'm gonna select this. I don't have a product key as of now. So as you're noticing, you get all of these options like Windows 11 Home and Pro and stuff. So let's from here select the Windows 11 Pro. Now click next. Now I'll select this. I accept the Microsoft software license. Now let's hit next, and from here let's go custom. I'm gonna actually delete all the partitions over here, so let's just delete. Make sure if you have a hard drive and something, make sure be careful with this. So you might actually delete everything. I'm deleting everything because I have one SSD installed over here, and over here I'm gonna just delete all those things. So as you can see, it shows unallocated space. I'm gonna click new, and over here press apply. It has created all these partitions. So I'm gonna install on this partition where it shows 223 GB. This is just a 240 GB SSD over here. Let's hit next. So right now it's installing the Windows 11, and let's wait for the time being. All right, so there you go. we have the boot animation and we are into the setup wizard of Windows 11. This is how it looks like, looks very, very beautiful in my opinion. So from this country and region, let's just select India and let's click next or yes. And we can select the keyboard layout. Let's select this English India. Let's select yes. No, I'll just skip that. Now it is showing me to connect to the internet. I'll do that later. I don't have internet. I'll select that right now. Continue with limited setup. This setup wizard, I gotta say, looks very, very beautiful and a lot better than Windows 10. Alright, so this is how the home screen looks like. And yeah, looks beautiful in my opinion. Just look at the start screen. Alright, the animations are very beautiful. And this is the default wallpaper of Windows. So let's just take a look at the Wi-Fi settings. This is how it looks like over here. And right now if I want to connect it, so I just entered the password. Let's click next. Look at the animations. They definitely look beautiful. It's connected to Wi-Fi now. Let's download Chrome. The little animations looks very beautiful. Like when I click on that folder, just notice how beautifully it opens. Here is how. Okay, so this definitely looks beautiful and the home screen actually looks a lot better than what you would expect from Windows. And it is definitely looking a lot more Vista-like if you ask me personally. And as you're noticing, you can actually scroll with this. I'm not really sure why these icon shows like this. Here, let's open Paint if there is some changes. No, Paint is still same, like all the layout and stuff. And here we first have the start menu. And of course we have the Word, Microsoft Edge, Microsoft Store and stuff. Let's open the Microsoft Store and yeah, the animation do look really amazing over here. And of course you can download the apps from here. Let's actually close it from here and let's open any window like this File Explorer. Let's go to this PC and this is how it looks. And I would say definitely looks different than like what you would expect from like earlier Windows versions. And if you're looking at the icons, they definitely look different. Let me actually make them bigger so that you can see. So yeah, they definitely look a lot different. And the task manager looks like this. And did you notice the animations? This is how the animations looks like when you are minimizing a window. So definitely looks cool in my opinion, but the task manager layouts are still same with Windows 11. But here on the corners, I'm seeing these rounded corners over here on the like 4 corners. If you're noticing the windows, and you can still pin some apps on the taskbar, and this is how they appear. And you can actually move it around just like this. Let's open Chrome now. Let me open my channel and let's play this video.
It's not that easy.
Okay, so let me just mute this audio. Playing back fine. Let's put it on 1080p. Let's see if it loads. So yeah, the video playback is completely fine. And yes, I'm screen recording this. So if I show you the task manager, as you can see, the CPU is getting used pretty heavily. I don't have a separate GPU on this, so that's how it is. So right now, if I put this on the other side, just like this is how it looks like. And yeah, as you are noticing, the experience with this is very fluid, I would say, and yeah, this is definitely feeling faster than Windows 10. And I would say if you want to search for something, like let's search OBS that I have installed, and yeah, it appears just right here. And these animations definitely again looks very beautiful whenever you are tapping the Windows button or clicking on the start menu. And here, if you go and right click on the taskbar, you get the taskbar settings, of course. And when you are copy pasting something, this is how it looks like over here. This window is still same. Now, the good thing is the Windows 11 only comes with the 64-bit version. There is no 32-bit version for this Windows 11, and everything is running buttery smooth over here. Like with my specs that I have a i5 7400, that is a 7th gen i5. So this will definitely run better on the older hardware. That's what I'm noticing over here. Like opening any app over here is very fast. This is what I'm opening right after a reboot. So yeah, everything is like buttery smooth over here. No issues whatsoever that I'm facing. So older hardware will get a performance boost. But if you have a newer hardware, that should be running all right with Windows 10 already. But with Windows 11, if you have older hardware, like very old kind of CPU, like from 4th gen or 5th gen Intel CPUs, or maybe Ryzen 1600X or something, those CPUs will be running a lot faster over here. And the animations again do look amazing. And this is definitely running a lot faster than what I expected over here. The whole UI is very responsive, and on the like right click over here, as you're noticing, it has this view and short still, and there is the refresh and the paste and paste shortcut stuff. But here what I'm noticing is that there is the open Windows terminal over here. Earlier we had to press shift on the keyboard, then right click to get this terminal window. But here if I click on it, as you can see, it is opening right away. And yeah, this is really cool that we have this Windows PowerShell running super fine, and you get this right out of the box. You don't need to hold shift on the keyboard to actually get the PowerShell kind of window feature. So from the personalization settings, let's go to themes. And over here, you can use a custom theme from here, of course. As you can see, there is the Windows dark option. Let me enable that. So this is how the dark theme looks like. And of course, it looks amazing. As you're noticing, this sheet of glass kind of effect looks very beautiful over here. And this is how the dark theme looks like. Definitely, it looks much better. And if you're just hovering around on top of these like icons on the taskbar, it will look like this. And if you tap here, you can see all the layouts that you have opened, or all the windows that you have opened. So that is great. You can create another desktop over here if you want to, just like this. So of course, this is the this PC icon, and we have the recycle bin. Then the control panel looks similar, I would say. Let's just download something like a video player. Let's download this VLC player over here. Here also you're seeing these like rounded corners, as you're noticing. Let's click on OK, then next. Now let's just run it. This is how you can download and install an app, of course. So yeah, the app installation and stuff, everything is working fine. And here also for third-party apps, as you're noticing, there are these organizer kind of things, and you can organize the window just as you wish. So this is beautiful in my opinion. And one more thing is that if you want to pin a particular app to the start screen or something, as you can see, you can scroll down over here to get the pinned apps. And if you want to pin this VLC player, let me show you. You can pin this to the start menu or taskbar as usual. Let me just pin to start and let me show you. If you pin to start, as you can see right now, it is appearing on the bottom. And right now, if I click on this and pin to taskbar, just notice here it will appear. So yeah, this is how you pin an app on the taskbar or on the start menu. Also, you can get this widgets. As you're noticing, it is loading right now because I'm loading it for the first time. Let's wait for the time being, and it loaded. We have the weather right here. Then we can see some like stock market things and the Euro 2020. Then we have top stories here, and then we have the other things like the other news and stuff. So yeah, this is how this panel looks like, which is the widgets, and it will get updated over time with AI. But you can only see this panel once you log into your Microsoft account. So yes, for this, I had to log into the Microsoft account. So definitely, I would say Windows 11 is definitely looking very beautiful. And yeah, I'm liking this. So you can definitely try and install Windows 11 just like this as I showed you. And I'm gonna enjoy the Windows 11 pretty much. You can share this video with your friends if you feel like. So that's been it, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel if you have not yet. This is Tito from KD and Tech signing off for today, and I'll be catching you guys in the next one. Bye now.